Good afternoon, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 2351 Miller Court here in Woodburn. We're located at the front of the home. We're just off to the left of the front doorway. We have a 3-inch ABS cleanout as our point of access. I'm going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. We'll have water running here in just a moment, and we'll zero out the camera length counter right here at the base of the cleanout. Here we go. We don't have any water running yet here. We are hitting some standing water in the line. We'll take a look at that spot on the way out. It might just be some debris that's sitting there in the flow line. It might be something else going on. But something's causing some junk to collect there. And it transitions here at 30 feet from 3-inch ABS over to 4-inch PVC pipe. And we've got another spot here. It looks like we've got a combination of standing water and debris buildup. Alright, and then right here at 77 feet, this is the main lateral connection. We'll call it 76 feet. I'm going to go locate, see where this is at exactly. We'll get a little bit more water down the line here. This end spot we'll have to take a very close look at. There's a lot of stuff built up in the line. There's a possibility this thing may have to be jetted out before we can really diagnose what's going on. If it were just standing water sitting in the flow line, that's one thing. When you have it extremely thick with debris, it makes it very difficult to gauge what's going on, whether you've got a belly there causing all that stuff to build up. I would suspect that there probably is, but with the amount of debris in the line, you could have a homeowner that's been putting paper towels down the line for 10 years straight, and that might be the reason why they're standing water. There could be no issue there at all. So anyway, we'll take a look here in just a minute. Okay, located the camera head successfully. The line goes out into the middle of the little island in the cul-de-sac there, and you can see the manhole. It's exposed. That's right where we're at right now. It ties directly into the manhole. So immediately once we start going back into the line here from the manhole, we're right into an inch of standing water. Right now, given the fact that we have that amount of water and not I can tell just based on how thick the water is here, it doesn't feel like I'm hitting major obstructions. This does appear to be a belly in the line. Now we've let the water drain out at this point here. There is no running water going down the line. Alrighty, so I put a marker, I pushed out while the camera was paused there. Put a white T marking right up against the manhole cover. We're at 5 feet, 8 inches deep there. And then when I reeled back there to about 65 feet, we are at 6 feet, 8 inches deep. And that difference there, generally you'll see it get deeper, deeper, deeper as it goes out. That's likely just due to the fact that we've got an island out there with the ground built up differently in particular spots. It's not flat ground. But right here at 65 feet, we're at 6 feet 8 inches deep. And again, I mentioned before, there's a chance that there's just so much debris in the line, that's what's causing the belly. But generally, if that is the case, you're going to have a very large blockage or partial blockage at the end of the line, causing the whole section here to dam up. But that's not what we have going on. All right, we are at 4 feet 9 inches deep here. That's 4'9". We're a few feet into the roadway now, coming back out of the island. Looks like our belly starts pretty much right at, or just shy of the island there in the middle of the road. Now this particular spot here, grade issue starts at 52 feet and extends out to 76 feet. Alright, we are at 4 foot 2 inches deep here right at the start of this belly. So, given I'm not seeing any obvious signs of a serious blockage in the line here, my camera's free moving through there. Generally, if you've got a blockage that's damming up the line, when I pull back, you'll see a massive bunch of debris that the camera's had to bore a hole through, and we don't have any of that. The water is very thick with debris, but this does appear to be a belly in the line. So I recommend a spot repair to correct the grade from 52 feet to 76 feet to improve the flow. There are signs throughout this whole line that it's had a hard time. The top of the pipe here is filthy with debris, which means this thing has filled all the way up. I don't know if it's ever backed up into the house, but I can tell it's like right here, the pipe, top of the pipe is looking clean at this point. Anyway, it's one of those lines that if you're not being very, very careful in this type of belly, you can be as careful as you want to be, and you still may get a blockage and a backup. So that's why I recommend the repair there. And that extends from basically the middle of the street all the way to the manhole cover in the concrete island in the middle of the cul-de-sac. This right here in the middle of the line, I can tell it's very hard. It almost looks like a broken piece of ceramic. That may have been what was blocking up the line when we first went out. I mentioned there was a spot we wanted to check on the way back in. I would recommend getting that jetted out of the line. Something like that, although it may look small, it's very heavy and dense and kind of sharp and jagged. That will catch toilet paper very, very easily coming down the line. And that's at about 20 feet out there. It might be something else, but that looks like a broken piece, almost looks like a broken flower pot or something like that. Now, because of that, I recommend jetting the line to remove that item from the pipe. We are just about back to the clean out here. That piece of ceramic there was definitely the item we ran into on the way out. And that had caused a fair amount of junk to collect in the line, so definitely get the line cleaned. And depending on how the repair goes forward, sometimes when people do these, when they fix a belly, they just chop the whole section of pipe out. Sometimes they regrade what's there. Now, depending on how that happens, you may want to jet the entire line out, because even if when you correct the grade, you're still going to have a bunch of junk in the pipe. We are going back into the crawl space here at this point, just checking for debris. Sometimes you get bits of broken glass and stuff. You'll have it scattered throughout the lines to make sure we don't have any of that going on here. And that is the end of the line inside the house. So I'm going to go ahead and reel the camera on out of the line once again. Recommend a spot repair to correct the belly from 52 feet to 76 feet. That ranges from 4 feet 2 inches deep at the start of the belly and about 5 feet 8 inches at the end. At its deepest point, it's about 6 foot 8. That's all mapped out with white paint. There's an X right at the start of the repair in the roadway, and then there's a T marking right at the manhole cover where the belly ends. I highly recommend a rescope afterwards to make sure that the belly looks or the repair looks good. A lot of these issues happen at the time of installation. And I recommend getting the line jetted inside and out. There's some debris buildup inside here, getting stuff like this. I recommend that all be removed from the line. And we may have more bits of broken stuff in and amongst all that we just can't see.